Good evening, guys. Here's Sunday evening with a Twitter update, purely technical charts, just to see what the people have to say, really. Roughly half an hour until the futures open. I'm very interested to see what happens there. From what I can see, some of the early markets that has opened didn't take any big damages. The reason why I'm interested is obviously, the whole Middle East situation. So we shall see how gold, silver, oil, and how that reacts. Um, yeah, basically, I have no idea if it's going to rally or crash. I do think a lot of people is into the whole crash scenario. And typically, you don't get what most people think. But hey, I have no idea. Let's see where it takes us, really. Again, guys, follow me here on Twitter, also on YouTube. But mostly and importantly, the SOXX is up and running for the past month. Again, if you want, my opinion on entries, stock picking, and what markets that is looking good, you have to get on board here, guys, to take advantage of the energies and gold, silver miners, and gold and silver bull market that is basically unfolding here. We cover a lot of stuff as well, platinum and all that good stuff, but definitely check it out, guys, to see if it is something for you. With that said, we need to see some charts. That's the best thing in the world, that is charts, especially when it comes from Grady. I've been following him for a long time now, ever since I basically came to YouTube, Twitter in like 2020 or so. This is Grady. Wheat has a 45-year parabolic base and is backtesting. Gold is telling us that the second inflationary wave is coming. So is this chart. And when the Fed goes QE infinity, this chart goes ballistic. So again, wheat here with that that rounding, you can see the touches there, like a big arc, right, coming up, and we're basically testing the trend line here into the arc. And again, if wheat starts to move, obviously for everyone who likes to eat, that is very bad. So we shall see. But yes, I agree. Commodities is the place to be for this decade here, as I've been saying for the past 3 to 4 years, basically. Sahara here with nat gas fell short of my initial target here by a few cents, excuse me. And since has put in a pot bowl bottom at the double bottom. So you can see the big bowl coming in here. We're basically trying to escape it, retesting the heights of the bowl right there. So yeah, this is nat gas. It's only for the past, I think, roughly 2 months or so. So a bit of a shorter term, but definitely something to work on here if we can start to escape the gravity from the downtrend here. Nat gas energies is definitely looking good here across the board, I think. Grady again here, yet another chart showing that the stock market is not the place to be going forward. That's a picture perfect breakout and backtest for this ratio. Here we're talking about XLE in relation to the SPY. So that is oil and gas companies versus the US stock market. Again, energies is outperforming. The SP 500 has done it ever since the bottom of 2020. And looks incredible here. Basically, oil, uranium, obviously, is also energy, gas, and what have you. Is a better place to place your money, really. Looking at this ratio, looks incredibly. Look at that falling wedge, 15-year long, and then false breakout, actually with an inverted head and shoulders there, and like line coming up, bull flagging as we speak. Looks really good for energies. Again, you want in any sector you want it to outperform. You want it to have it outperform the SPY, because that means more money is flowing from the SPY. Flowing into the XLE in this case compared to the SPY. Aaron here. Remember, triple tops are not a thing. This happened to gold before it busted through. Silver will do the same. Yep, I agree. Again, tagged roughly 30 before we had that Friday intraday 6% collapse. For the last, I think, 6 hours until the Friday close. But again, expected to have a bit of a pushback here at 30. That's a major level. I didn't expect, a 6% intraday reversal, but again, everything tanked due to the fears, in the Middle East. So yeah, let's see. Crude oil here by North Star. Crude oil 350 target by 2027. Definitely looks like that is where we're going. Again, energies. You can see here this broadening structure here going back like 150 years. Dotted line here coming in, and we have this bull flag here potentially going higher. This 15-year long macro structure there is just, incredibly strong here, and we have broken out, retested it, and it seems like we are going higher. Again, if oil, at roughly 300 plus is definitely not a fun place to be when it comes to paying your energy bill, that is for sure. And yes, people with an EV will still have to pay a hefty price for their electricity, so it doesn't matter. Dow Jones to gold. I'm not going to read all this by Grady here, but again, basically you can see we have back tested it many times, and we are about to lose roughly this $16 level here, or ratio level here. And when that happens, gold, when we drop down here, gold will be the beneficiary in relation to the Dow Jones. Exciting times for gold if you are invested into gold, silver, and the miners, which we are at the SOXX. So the trading journal here, XLF, financial sector. I've looked at a lot of charts over the weekend. This one stands out the most. After 22 weeks of rising, it showed confirmation of a breakdown. Top holdings, you have JP Morgan, BOA, and I don't know, can't remember the exact, stocks from the tickers there, but definitely rising there, breaking the trend line there. Again, that's not good. Oh, it is here. My bad. My bad. Bank of America, obviously, Visa, JP Morgan, all the big guys breaking down there. So definitely not looking good for the short term here for the banks or the financial sector, that could spill over into the long term stuff as well. So want to look for right there. Trend Spider, first weekly bear MACD cross on the Nasdaq since August 2023 on the QQQ. The last one marked at the start of a 2-month pullback. You can see here, that's the MACD on the weekly. And yep, it definitely looks like we're rolling over here. Again, Monday, when we're going to open here in like a half an hour, we have to see what happens here. That could definitely be a big fat red candle. Again, if people think it's overblown, you can also have it in the other direction, because we had a lot of selling panic, Friday. And if, we start to see the markets rally, money has to flow back in, creating that extra push. Gold ventures here. Yes, this is not a technical chart, I know, but concentration of paper contracts, silver is 3 times cocoa. And if you've seen the cocoa chart, yes, it has blown up, big time, big short squeeze. Actually, a chart that I charted in 2021 showing a target of roughly 8 to 9K. And I think we are at 10 here now. So I didn't expect it to go that fast. Obviously, no one did. Maybe some did, but I surely didn't. But definitely the chart suggested that we were about to blow off big time. And again, you can see silver here, just a lot more paper contracts. And if cocoa here blew up that big, what will happen to silver when that happens? It will just be madness, really. Axel here. I just want to show you some very beautiful technical charting here. Very simply, one line, inverted head and shoulders, one line, inverted head and shoulders. Again, sometimes it doesn't have to be that difficult. You can take the low here to the neckline and add on top, and then you have your target. So when we break, you can just basically play that target and you can get out. I love a simple chart. It's just beautiful here. One thing here is the index didn't experience a major technical damage here on Sunday's trading. So this is the Qatar index, I would assume here, and you can see here it didn't do much here. I think, yeah, you can see we gapped down and then we closed roughly at the highs. So maybe, yeah, I'm not going to do any predictions, but again here, after opening sharply lower on Sunday's trading, closed at the highs of the day, throughout a possible short-term head and shoulders topping pattern here. But again here, you can see that big opening at the lows and then boom, all the way up. Again, didn't take out the Friday's candle, but again, somewhat strong here. But overall, you can also see the topping pattern here on this index. Aaron here, remember all the tweets yesterday? I saw this yesterday, the PAX gold price. I think it's some sort of crypto, or I don't know exactly, but basically I looked into it and it is basically tracking gold, basically 1-to-1, and it spiked from I think 2,400 to 3,600 on my chart within 5 minutes, and then it came all the way back down to the initial 2,400s. Again, it's just I didn't know that ticker or crypto existed, but again, let's see what happens here at the open for gold. But yeah, there were definitely a lot of chatter. Great markets here, gold, some sort of correction towards the break as the market is getting mauled. So all the way back down to roughly 2,100, 2,200, whatever, and then long-term gold is heading north of 3K. I completely agree. I completely agree that we're going above 3K. The pullback, we shall see how low it goes, but from a technical point of view, it makes total sense to drop here into that trend line, confirming it, and then boom, higher we go. Yep. Steve Penny here, silver chartist. Actually, I think it might be the first guy that I followed on Twitter. Definitely, like the earliest 5 or so, within the 5 first that I followed. SILJ here, beautiful breakout on a high volume. Now looking for a pullback to a higher low for bullish trend reversal. So you can see here long-term trend line broken on the SILJ, and now into some previous highs resistance here. Again, getting a pullback here for that first potential. Again, we don't know obviously, but it looks like we're going for that pullback, first higher weekly low in a very, very long time. So really good there on SILJ. Good. That is all. That is all for me. And I will be waiting here for the markets to open just to see what's happening, and then I'll go to bed. Again, guys, join me here on Substack. This is where I post most of my work. If you want to have my opinion on different stock picks within different sectors that I think is the place to be. Guys, have a great day, and we will see you in the next one. Bye.